So Brittany Renner is back and she is mad as hell. She is crashing out and banging on critics left and right. And strangely enough, the things that she's speaking on being so upset about have more to do with personal decisions that she made in her own life than it has to do with anybody else that she's upset with. Let's get into it. Brittany Renner went into an all-out tirade, banging on everybody that's got a problem with her being single in her 30s, like we all told her she was gonna be. Like anybody could guesstimate she was gonna be. Basically the whole I'm Miss It persona. You've seen it before on Melissa Ford, you've seen it on Joy Taylor. We already know the script. And basically she's just doing the whole I am single woman, hear me roar. I am the one who has all the options. Everybody wants me, I don't want them. I'm a woman, therefore I'm better than the men. And the men just have to run behind me because I'm the prize. That's the spiel that she's giving and nobody's buying that bullshit. Because we know that Brittany Renner has carried herself like her entire life, and this is just the chickens coming home to roost. I'm just saying. But nonetheless, this is what she did. No one could leave me because I'm Brittany Renner. I'm so great. I'm so wonderful. Yet you're sitting up here by yourself. You're the prize, but you're sitting up here by yourself because you're so great that these men don't want you, and that makes sense, right?
Every time. I left every time. I don't waste time. I don't care how public, like even the last guy I was with, I don't care how public we are. I don't care what we talked about, what we did. If you met my son, bye. Yeah. Let your mother love you. Whether they're closeted, whether they hate their life, whether they're insecure, they can't really handle being with you. Whatever their funky excuses for being lousy, it's just like, I don't gotta take that. And I actually saw something that guy from Fresh and Fit, Myron. First of all, Myron, okay. I saw he had a quote retweeted, something was like, I told her this years ago. She's gonna be in her 30s, single, nobody takes her seriously. Baby, it's not that nobody takes me seriously. I don't take these men seriously. What is it like, what is there for me to do? And I feel like, to Myron, there's a broader conversation to have than like weaponizing singleness. Huh? Aren't you single? What happened to you and your...
Brittany, nobody takes you seriously. Nobody. And I don't see why anyone should take you seriously, because you have never exhibited the qualities of someone who should be taken seriously. Quality men are not interested in women who carry themselves like whores for anything but recreation. That's why somebody will f*** on you for 3 or 4 months and then drop your ass. Nice looking girl, but you're dumb as a box of rocks and you have no clue on how to carry yourself like a lady. You pretended to be invested in an entire religion just to have proximity to men and clout chase. Twice! Are you okay? Who does that? They didn't have this woman Baker acting. Bruh, this is weird. This woman and other types like her will do anything but change. Brittany Renner comes off as a textbook example of a person that will do anything to get anywhere. And that's not somebody that you can trust because you just don't know what she's capable of. I don't blame dudes for not taking your little musty ass seriously.
So it's like, I feel like we're missing the plot and the point when we try to make it personal and like shame people as to like, why don't you have somebody? Because a lot of these people in relationships are faking the fuck. They're faking the funk. So it's like, I really feel like I saw this post where it was like, men want women that don't exist anymore. Women want men that don't exist yet. So I feel like that's where a lot of people's frustration is.
Like, this woman has everything wrong with her. You cannot have everything wrong with you. You have to pick a struggle. You look good, that's it. Again, going back to Melissa Ford and Joy Taylor, same difference. They ain't got men either. I hate to break it to you, but when you are a grown-ass woman, you are going to need more than just coochie. You've been advised. Additionally, I'm never gonna forgive your sorry ass for making me agree with the likes of Myron Gaines. But in his response, he gave her some solid ass game.
Hey Brittany, you might want to listen to this. Go ahead and clip this shit and send it to her. Brittany, male game is to attain. Female game is to retain. If you're a single woman in your 30s, you have effectively failed the retention requirement. Okay? And the fact that you were famous, had money, and had access to these men, and you still weren't able to retain them,
it's crazy.
Is even more fucking embarrassing.
He's right. He's right.
Because you had access to them.
He's right.
That's like me, having money and status, to some degree, and having access to these women and still striking out.
Yeah.
And not being able to get laid.
He's got a point.
Okay? If you can't get a guy to take you seriously, which is what's going on here, don't try to reframe and say you don't take them seriously. No, they don't take you seriously. Because it is not within your power to decide if there's going to be a relationship or not. That's on the man.
Shout out to MCR, because if it had not been for him, I would have never got that piece of news. I can't tolerate Myron Gaines long enough to listen to him, but he has some very good, solid ass points. You know, at the end of the day, if you had access to all those men while you were in your prime, and now you in your 30s and you single and you was the hot it girl back then, what does that say about you? You failed. You are a lifelong relationship failure. You have hit the wall like your contemporaries, some of the women that I mentioned earlier. And this is a common thing, because women squander their 20s and early 30s and think that in their 40s they're gonna get saved by a light-skinned nigga with good hair. But life is not a Tyler Perry movie, and that's just what it is. You know, unfortunately, the way that society is right now, they tell women to go out there and just be slutting it up during their 20s and 30s. And then by the time they've cooled their loins and they're ready to settle down, ain't nobody checking for their ass, because there's a lot of better looking younger girls out there. Period. So this is the conundrum. This is the cycle. You understand? And Brittany Renner has become part of that cycle. And this is not rocket science. Anybody could have told her that. But okay, if Myron told her that, then that's what it is. You got to give him credit for the game he's giving. Ladies, you're doing it all wrong. And stop listening to these old ass birds that ain't gonna do nothing but try to set your ass up, because they trying to compete for the same men that you trying to compete for. Shout out Keisha Cole. What are we talking about here? As a woman, you are supposed to get out here and catch when you have the most leverage. When you are younger, when you are ripe and supple-breasted, you need to hitch up and get your ass in a decent guy's program that can put it down. Find you a producer during that time frame. If you wait, you're going to be like these old-ass birds that's out here yelling at the internet camera because they ain't got no man. Like that's the camera's fault. I'm just saying.
Our game as the man is to attain. Their game as the woman is to retain. If I can't attain females, I'm a loser. If you can't retain men as a woman, you're a fucking loser.
Again, what he's saying is true, because at the end of the day, women will tell you what? That they're the prize, right? And when you say that you are the prize, that means that you are the allure, you are the draw. And I tend to agree with women that at least initially in relationships, the woman is the allure. You should be able to retain what you are attracting, and if you cannot, that says a lot about you, because if you are the prize, why ain't nobody claiming your ass? And one thing that I noticed that is very common in all of these post-war women that nobody wants anymore, they will kick and scream and fight and groan and yell and scratch and claw and moan and do everything but take some accountability for the circumstances that they have created for themselves, and take some self-inventory to understand the things that they've done to put themselves in the predicaments that they are in, and make some necessary changes so that they can produce better outcomes for themselves. That they will not do. And this is why we have this cycle. And this is why we see these females cracking up and melting down almost hourly. They're not thinking. They're not trying to find solutions. They just want to whine and bitch and moan, because all their life they've whined and bitched and moaned, and something has happened. Someone has come to help them. But now you are old, and niggas just don't give a. For anybody who doesn't understand why she's in the predicament that she's in right now, it's real simple. All you got to do is rewind that tape to understand how this woman presented herself to us. With women like Brittany Renner, men are there for a good time, not a long time, and this is why.
I've had sex with 35 guys. Okay?
You sitting over there, motherfucking. Shut the f up. up when I'm talking.
That's peripheral.
Shut up.
That's peripheral.
Seriously, shut the up when I'm talking.
It's officially stepdaddy season. I know in theory it sounds good keeping the same person to have kids with, but that's insanity as well.
Are you still Muslim? No, I'm not. I don't practice anymore. I had to wear cornrows to fit in a hijab, and I'm no longer interested in shrinking myself. I was Muslim for like 10 months, married for 52 days.
So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just athlete. They're really dumb.
I have never liked men enough to use them for money. They irritate me.
Get your ass out my driveway. You don't pay for either. $170,000 to your with $11,000 in your son's bank account. Hello?
Wait. He didn't mean it.
Hello?
He didn't mean it. Shit.
Hello? Shut up when I'm
okay.
talking. It ain't your Hey, listen! I hear you! Him, whoever the you don't get to sit here and talk about
Sam.
Baby in my then!
It's all good.
Baby in my then!
Come on.
Then shut the up! It is what it is!
Men, I cannot understand why y'all got this queen out here single. Can't you see how wonderful she is? You cannot make this stuff up. This woman really does not understand why men aren't giving her the time of day. I'm not sure if there's a woman out here worse than Brittany Renner. Maybe Joy Taylor. That's about it. It's bad. She will tell you that it's not that she can't get a man, but that these men can't get her, and that she's so wonderful and she's such a queen. But look at her behavior. And those videos came up in a 10-minute search. That's scratching the surface of this goddamn lunatic. Men, when you see women like this, run. Run fast and run far. That's what I think. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think that Brittany Renner can't get a man, or that it's the men that really can't get Brittany Renner? Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell so that you know when we go live or upload a new video. Major Gauge Podcast, we lit. Alright? Major Gauge Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe.